Snake, do you remember the sinking of that tanker 2 years ago?
Of course.
Terrorists blow a hole in an oil tanker full of crude barely 20 miles off the shore of Manhattan. Your classic nightmare. It didn't take long for the government to put an oil fence around the whole mess. And then that massive offshore cleanup facility went up inside.
The big shell. I hear the cleanup isn't quite over yet.
It takes time. But in the meantime, the shell's become a landmark, a symbol of environmental protection.
Calling teams Alpha and Bravo. Deploy at the big shell as scheduled.
Approximately 6 hours ago, the big shell was seized by an armed group.
Do we have an ID?
Former members of the Navy SEAL Special Anti-Terrorist Training Squad Dead Cell. Russian private army members may also be involved. It's a highly trained group and they have the big shell under complete control.
Come in from downwind and pull up fast. Get ready to fast rope down to Shell 1. 5 minutes to ETA. Also, your top priority is to rescue and safeguard the President. Team Bravo, watch out for Stillman's back and get those C4s disarmed.
What are their demands?
$30 billion.
$30 billion? What makes them think they can get that much?
There was a government-sponsored tour going on at the big shell that day.
Hostages, huh?
A VIP from one of the major conservation groups, and one from our own government. The most important person in a sense.
The most important person?
James Johnson.
The president?
Unless the demands are met, the terrorists intend to blow the big shell out of the water.
And the crude will ignite, turning the Manhattan harbor into an inferno.
That's not the worst-case scenario. If the chlorides being used to decontaminate the seawater go up with the oil, toxins containing catastrophic levels of dioxins will be released. In other words, the bay's ecosystem will be wiped out, and the sea will turn into a toxic soup for centuries, becoming the worst environmental disaster in history. You have 2 mission objectives. 1, infiltrate the offshore decontamination facility Big Shell and safeguard the president and other hostages. And 2, disarm the terrorists by any means necessary. You should know that SEAL Team 10 is also conducting a rescue operation.
Is this a joint effort?
No. Foxhound remains a covert body. Don't alert them to your presence. That is an order.
This is Snake. I'm now inside Strut A of Shell 1.
How are things?
We're in luck. Looks like there are no sentries posted here.
What's the visibility?
The lights on the plant struts are functioning. I won't have to use the IR goggles.
Any problems?
There was a brand new hole cut through the oil fence. There's someone else besides me that wanted to get in badly.
That's not possible.
What about SEAL Team 10?
They landed on the roof of the Big Shell as planned. And by the way, Snake, we're changing your code name for all following communication.
What's wrong with Snake?
Just a precaution. You are now designated Raiden. All right, Raiden. You've already covered infiltration and VR training.
I've completed 300 missions in VR. I feel like some kind of legendary mercenary.
Okay, we'll skip that part. Make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to reach you, contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear it.
All right. I'll contact you if anything changes.
First, make your way to the upper section of the Big Shell.
How do I get up to the next level?
There's an elevator at the far end of that area. Use that.
Sounds good.
Your new sneaking suit uses electrofiber technology, a byproduct of fiber optics research. The texture isn't far removed from rubber, but the material protects against a wide range of toxic substances. The suit itself has a wide array of built-in sensors. It is referred to as smart skin in military R&D. Data about damage to different regions of the body, including blood loss, is exchanged between the suit and the intravenous nanomachines to create a feedback system.
There's a lot of pressure on my torso.
Relax. The suit applies varying pressure to major internal organs to maximize performance and safeguard their functions. They call this the skull suit in Foxhound.
Skull suit seems appropriate somehow.
The hatch with a circular handle.
Bueno, que sí, que llevo mucho tiempo sin hablar para un 4 chorras. Hola a todos, gente, bienvenidos a un nuevo vídeo de Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. Soy Crim06 y como veis estamos, como acaban de decir aquí la gente, estamos en el Big Shell y tenemos unos objetivos muy similares a los que tenía Snake en Shadow Moses, ¿no? Realmente, rescatar a los rehenes y ver si los terroristas malosos pueden destruir el lugar. A ver qué hay por aquí, algo interesante. ¿Qué llevo? Ah, nada. Raciones, vale. Bueno, en fin. Arriba. Este que estaba durmiéndose la siesta aquí, plácidamente y tranquilamente. Venga, hombre. Vale, esto lo está haciendo el juego solo, ¿eh? Yo no estoy dándole a la cámara porque vaya cono, vaya cono. AN94, parece.
Colonel, I've sighted an enemy
Bueno, ya
sentry.
ha vuelto el coronel.
AN94 and a
Coronel
motor
Campbell,
arm.
coronel cabrón.
Those grenades, all his equipment is Russian made.
Must be a Galukovich man.
In Russia.
Galukovich?
A Russian private army that was in line to work with the Shadow Moses takeover group 4 years ago.
What's their
Correcto.
stake in this one?
They must have made a deal,
Les
an
han
arrangement
llamado.
with the terrorists.
Oye, ¿queréis un
They
poquito
become a
de-
band
¿queréis
of
una fiesta guapa,
mercenaries,
guapa? Pues
an
venidos,
army
pues
without a
bienvenidos.
country.
Vale, ya está. Eso es lo que quiere decir, que son mercenarios sin nada que perder. Pues me da muy igual. Bueno, como veis, estamos llevando a Raiden, que lo llamaban Snake en un principio, pero que como vais a ver ahora, ese que estáis subiendo en el ascensor que ha dejado secos a todos es Snake, Solid Snake. Así que este tío, ¿quién será? Otra vez.
Colonel, there's definitely another intruder in here besides me.
That's not a possibility.
Not a team. Looks like a solo job.
One man.
We may not know who he is, but he managed to take care of every
¿Por qué?
sentry in the
Porque es
area.
Snake y
and
Snake es
all
Dios.
out cold. Whoever he is, he's got some
Oh,
skills.
great,
We need to get an ID. But for now, you can take advantage of the situation and get to work. There's a terminal in front of the elevator, a node.
Did you say nerd?
Vale, lo del nodo, vale, si esto me lo salto, que es muy fácil. Es para desbloquear el radar Soliton de la zona. Uy, una ración, sube. Sube. Perfecto. ¿Qué es esto? Que no quiero nada. ¿Qué es esto? ¿Cómo era? Acción aquí, vale. Calambrazo. Ah, y el tío se queda de pie, ni se inmuta ni nada. Y todo el rollo para que te marquen la mano. Guay. ¿Y ahora qué? ¿Ahora qué? Ah, codename. Vamos a ponerle Century. ¿Dónde está la Y? Que soy Century. ¿Puedo separar? Sí. Century Snake. Aquí en honor a Century Gamers y Snake. Ok, me parece correcto. Cumpleaños, lo voy a... Ah, ¿no puedo poner el año? Vale. lo dejo así, español, me parece correcto. Y ahora en teoría, ahora cuando se vea esta pantallita de carga, perdón. Sangre sí, radar 2 y esto. Creo que ya lo toqué. Pero bueno, vamos aquí a exit. Y tendríamos que tener ya el radar Soliton activo. Deberíamos, por lo menos.
Good work, Raiden.
The radar should be functioning now.
Remember your VR training sessions. The tool is exactly the same one. It maps the terrain as well as the position of enemy personnel.
Bueno, sí, que es el radar Soliton de toda la vida. No te me enrolles, gracias. Hostia, me he saltado a lo mejor algo importante. Bueno, manda la frecuencia para guardar y esta tía es la novia de Raiden. Así que vamos a escondernos de mientras. ¿El ascensor ya ha llegado? No sé lo que ha pasado. ¿O lo han llamado para bajar? No, para subir,
Raiden,
supongo, porque...
the enemy
Bueno, si
center
estaba
is
arriba, ¿qué
regaining
coño?
consciousness.
Be careful, Jack.
Find somewhere to hide until the elevator arrives. You must stay out of sight.
En eso consiste el juego, ¿no? Vale.
I'm under enemy fire. Secure the perimeter.
Tener precaución. Vale. Bueno, me quedaría aquí hasta que el ascensor baje. Coño, qué velocidad. Vale, ¿ahora qué? ¿Cómo me lo monto? Porque están por los dos caminos. Y no me la quiero jugar en exceso. Ahora era la... ¡Uf! Me la he jugado muchísimo, pero bueno. Nos vamos. Y ya estos primeros minutos de Big Shell me están recordando demasiado los primeros minutos de Metal Gear Solid 1, ¿eh? Solo digo eso. Ah, se va a quitar... Bah, ya está. Copiada. Copiada de la entrada de Shadow Moses.
The terrorists call themselves Sons of Liberty.
Sons of Liberty?
The name of their leader is Solid Snake.
¿Cómo?
The hero of Shadow Moses? So that's why you changed my code name.
Right, but he can't be the Solid Snake. He died 2 years ago on that tanker after he blew it sky high.
Ah, y le echan la culpa a Snake de lo del petrolero.
Could he have survived?
Not a chance.
Mal asunto. ¿Ahora qué pasa? ¿Qué vas a llamar que ya has llegado al techo? Coño, búscate la vida. Ay,
Colonel,
de verdad.
I'm on the roof. There are no sentries, but it would only take one to spot me in this light.
You never had daylight VR training after all.
Raiden se
Stay
muerde.
extra sharp until you can find
Y
a
el
node
coronel
to log
cabrón
in from.
también.
What about the commandos?
SEAL Team 10 has landed on struts B and C.
And the president?
Seems he was spotted on strut B.
Soporte B.
Strut B?
Pues para allá que hay que ir, ¿no? Soporte B. Del Big Shell.
The big shell is comprised of shells 1 and 2. Each unit consists of a central core and 6 struts surrounding it.
So the whole thing is shaped like 2 hexagons connected end on end.
Exactly.
Correcto.
And you're on the roof of strut A, shell 1 at the moment.
Bueno, es fácil, ¿no? De pillar más o menos cómo está distribuido esta plataforma de descontaminación
First,
petrolera.
get to a node. Log into the network.
Got it.
Estará dentro, supongo, del esto. Del soporte A, no estará en el tejado. Pero bueno, pues acaso vamos a echar un ojo, que aquí hay algo. Uepa. Unas vendas, poco más, ¿no? Hay aquí. Parte de cagadas de gaviota y sus respectivos... ¡Uepa! Coge M9 primero. Como no, tancar... ¡Ay! ¿En serio, tío? ¿Te has resbalado con la mierda de gaviota, tío? Vaya un lamentable. Raiden, ya no me caes tan bien como me suele caer Snake. Ah. Que sí, que hay un agujero, ya lo he visto. No hace falta que me llames para decirme que hay un agujero, porque ya sé que hay un agujero. Joder, qué pesados. Cansino. Coronel Cansino.
Right. SEAL Team 10 is in.
Do we
Vale.
really have no line of communication with the SEALs?
They don't know a thing about us. You know we work in the dark, and this mission is no exception.
Encima
Only a few people know about your
buenos
presence
también
here.
que van a entrar no tienen ni puta idea
There's
de que
no need
estoy
for
aquí.
concern. This operation is under Pentagon's direct command, and the NSDD came from the Vice President and the Secretary of Defense. Your mission may be top secret, but it's gone through the usual channels.
Ya está, no me dices nada más. Pensaba que me iba a decir algo interesante. Vale. Creo que en este juego también las puertas iban con tarjetas, como en el Solid 1. Vale, aquí no hay nada. Capa, vale.
I'll go check the roof. I'll leave the first floor to you, okay? Understood.
Hostia, vaya potra, ¿no? Que acabamos de bajar cuando este sube. ¡Yeah! ¿Y esa volteretilla? Vale, ahí está el nodo, por lo que veo. Sí, correcto. ¿Qué quieres? ¿Que me conecte? Vale, ya me lo has dicho.
Colonel,
Hace
I've
unos
located
minutos.
the node, but it's under heavy surveillance. I
¿Está
can't
muy
get in any
vigilado de
closer.
qué? Si solo hay uno.
Distract them. Try make...
Sí, esto es muy... La picaresca típica de Metal Gear Solid. Toc toc. ¿Quién es? El cartero. Yo me piro y... Nodo, por favor. Nodo, por favor. Gracias. Perfecto.
Who is that?
No me has podido ver.
It's the enemy.
No me has podido ver, así que vas a caerte inconsciente. Y mientras vienen a ver qué te pasa, yo me piro a puente AB. Vale, pues al soporte B del Shell 1. Y aquí, pues no ha pasado nada de nada. Macho, primer susto a la primera de canto, me cago en la puta. Empezamos a tope de power. Vale, que tenemos...
Raiden, watch out. There are sentries posted on the connecting bridge. They will spot you if you continue on course.
Any recommendations?
Use the hanging mode.
Hanging?
Face
Sí,
any
petado.
waist-high railing and push the action button
Hostia,
to
como
clear
hagas la
the railing
volteretilla
and
esa,
hang
te
over
doy
the
un premio,
side.
chaval, O sea...
Once there, you can move sideways while keeping...
Vale, guay. Vale, me he saltado, también es que soy así de chulo. Y me he saltado una conversación que han tenido por radio los... ¡Uepa! Toma ya, los del equipo del Delta... No, del SEAL... coño, el equipo 10 de los marines. Y se ve que tenían problemillas. Y yo me estoy quedando sin agarre aquí. Y este tío no se mueve. Así que por favor, señor guardia, gracias. Estoy muy amable. Voy a saltar aquí porque la chapa esta es de las que hacen ruidito y esta no, y así no me la voy a jugar. Y nos vamos a ir de aquí. Eso es sangre. No me gusta nada. Sí, confirmamos. Sangre y para donar a un hospital y que no se les acaben las asistencias en un tiempo bastante largo. Joder. ¿Qué has visto, Rubito? Vale, un fiambre, 2, 3... Demasiada sangre, ¿no? Para 3 personas. ¿Es que hayan hecho esto un poco Kill Bill? Ahí con los aspersores de sangre ahí. Rubito, te recuerdo que vas desarmado. Raiden. Pecho,
Alpha Zero. Come in, Alpha Zero.
Vale, ya empezamos con los bichitos raros. ¿Eh? ¿Qué coño? ¡Ah, hostia! Te han hecho un brazo nuevo, chaval. Y ahora te van a hacer... Madre de Dios. ¿Y este pavo quién es? Bueno, ya está, puedes dejar de sangrar, que... Aspersor abierto aquí. Oh. Pues el equipo alfa ha sido completamente eliminado. Vale, y este va a ser listo y va a entrar. Muy bien. Lo sabía. Muy bien, chaval. Desarmado, te metes en unos berenjenales muy guapos, muy bonitos ellos, sí. Vaya escabechina, colega. Ah, venga ya. ¿Este que es primo de Crepúsculo o qué? No me jodas, venga, hombre, ¿es el primo malo? Su puta madre.
What are you?
Mejor no preguntes, chaval.
Five today,
Ay, se los marca en el pecho.
or rather 6.
Mejor que sean 5 que 6, Lo digo porque si no, el sexto va a ser Raiden y se va a acabar aquí la misión y va a ser cagada total.
Get down!
Sí, le ha hecho un corte en la mejilla y va ya al cuellito a decollar.
Where is he?
Behind you. Behind you no, estaba arriba. ¿Ya qué esperas a disparar? Ah, encima del Super Saiyan aquí de fuerza.
Strange smell. You smell like... Are you?
It has to be. Shoot him! What are you waiting for?
Sí, lo que está esperando. El vampiro bailarín asesino.
Yeah, Queen?
Are you all done cleaning up?
Yes, but wait till I tell you what I found.
Something interesting?
I'll tell you in person. Where are you?
In the central unit with the president.
Be right there.
Es un personaje que odio desde el fondo de mi alma. Este vampiro crepusculiano bailarín
Hold
asesino.
on. I'm not an enemy. Calm down. My name is Pliskin. Iroquois Pliskin. Lieutenant Junior Grade.
Sí, y yo soy el papa retirado
Are you
Benedicto
a Navy
XVI
SEAL?
también, sí, sí.
How did you get in?
Fast rope descent from a Navy chopper.
Sí, y también has bajado desde un helicóptero cuando no... Las cucarachas que había donde
Have I
hemos
seen you
entrado,
before?
aquí el Rubito y yo, pues había cucarachillas y eso.
That suit. Are you Foxhound?
That's right.
Te han pillado, chaval.
Foxhound was disbanded.
Where were you before Foxhound? Delta Force?
Puede ser.
I was part of the Army's Force 21 trials.
Force 21? That's about tactical IT deployment, right? Any field experience?
No, not really.
So this is your first.
I've had extensive training, the kind that's indistinguishable from the real thing.
Like what?
Sneaking mission 60, weapons 80, advanced
VR, huh?
Tener
but
realidad
realistic in
virtual.
every way.
Esto que está saliendo aquí ahora de
A virtual
del Play
grunt
1.
of digital age. That's just great.
Era un extra que te venía en una
far
edición
more
especial de
effective
Metal
than
Gear
live
Solid
exercises.
You don't get
del
injured in
98
VR,
que ya he
do you?
subido, que era para
Every
como
year a few
entrenarte un
soldiers
poquillo y
die
hacer
in
un
field
poco,
exercises.
darle un poco más de horas al
There's pain
juego.
sensation in VR and even a sense of reality and urgency. The
Están
only
viendo aquí
difference
como
is it
la
isn't
realidad
actually
virtual que ha
happening.
That's the way they
hecho
want you
Raiden
to think,
antes
to
de
remove you from the fear that goes with battle
meterse en la
situations.
misión.
War is a video game. What better way to raise the ultimate soldier?
Che, ¿cuántos Snake? Vale, ¿y tú con qué vas a ir ahora?
So you're saying that
Raiden?
VR training is some kind of mind control?
El coronel
Right, what's
cabrón.
going on?
Ahí lo tienes.
The Alpha team from Navy SEAL 10 is dead. No, a single survivor.
The kid's wired with nanomachines.
Ay, Pliskin, Pliskin. Sabe usted mucho.
What about the president?
Looks like they took him somewhere else.
I see. You said there was a survivor from SEAL Team 10.
Yeah, Lieutenant J.G. Pliskin.
Has he seen your face?
What?
This is a top secret mission. No one can know that we're involved.
It's a little too
Sabe
late for
tu
that.
cara, nombre en clave, de qué organización vienes.
What's up?
Take a
Muy
look.
bien, chaval. El rubito este va para espía de primera calidad.
What the hell?
A Navy captain.
Uy. Ligero
You
desmayo.
all right?
Sí, sí,
Give me
estoy
a few
perfecto.
minutes. Must have lost a few more pints than I
Me ha dado un
thought.
desmayo, pero me pondré a fumar y así me curaré.
What was that man just now?
That blood-sucking freak. That was Vamp.
Bam. Del Death Cell.
He's Romanian, a wizard with knives, as you saw.
The way he moved didn't seem human.
You won't see that in VR, I guarantee.
What is he?
One of the members of Dead Cell.
Dead Cell? Him?
A special forces unit created by ex-President George Sears. The name was originally intended to reflect its anti-terrorist functions. The unit would launch unannounced assaults on government complexes for the ultimate terrorism simulation. They were needed to show VR troopers like you how to deal with the real thing. But around the time their original leader died in prison, the unit began to unravel. They were always close to the edge, but they became more and more extreme, began to go after US allies, even civilians. We estimate that no fewer than 100 people died as a result of accidents the Dead Cell arranged on their own. They were out of control, and it all came to a head 6 months ago.
What
6
happened?
meses.
The unit was devastated. There are only 3 left now, and you just saw one of them.
Why would they go after the big shell?
How should I know? I told you they were on the lunatic fringe.
What about their leader? He says he's Solid Snake.
Snake died 2 years ago.
Ah, sí, esto no lo he dicho. Representa que han pasado 2 años más después de lo del barco. Por lo tanto,
Right.
dentro del juego
And he
estamos
was the
en
one that
el
sank that
2009.
tanker.
But he's a legend.
Legends are usually bad news. There's not a lot of difference between heroes and madmen.
You're saying Snake is still alive and pulled another one?
No, he's not involved in this one. His body was positively ID'd 2 years ago.
Snake is dead.
And buried.
Enterrado, chaval.
What about the other soldiers? I saw Russian equipment too.
Former
lo han
Soviet
dicho
military. They're probably mercenaries. The big shell is too much ground for just Dead Cell members to hold down. You weren't briefed on any of this? And you came in alone to boot? Why? What are you really doing here?
Bueno, me han
Can't
dicho
tell
que
me,
tengo que
huh?
rescatar al
Find me
presidente y a los Guinness.
I don't
Pero
smoke.
no sé.
Keep it anyway. May come in handy.
¿Útil para qué?
Take this too.
¡Oh! ¡Aleluya! Menos tendremos con qué defendernos.
Come in, Alpha Zero. This is Bravo Zero, currently at the bridge between struts B and C. The president is... Damn, I can't hit this thing. It's like some bad dream. Alpha, anyone, come in, all Alpha. This is Bravo Zero.
Aren't you going to answer him?
Bueno, si fuera de alfa sí, pero como no lo soy... Mira el remolón.
The BC connecting bridge.
Pues el siguiente. Siguiente puente.
We need to get there. Can you handle it?
I need a few more minutes.
Bueno, pues tira.
Remember my frequency. It's 141.80.
Vale.
141.80. Got it.
I've been briefed on this plant's layout. If you need information on the place or about Dead Cell, contact me. You're
Vale.
using nano communication, right?
Yeah, but I can patch into your frequency.
Vale, me congratula.
Hey, what's your name?
Raiden.
Raiden. Strange code name.
Makes up for the boring one my parents gave me.
Maybe I'll find out someday.
Hasta luego, chaval. Oye, Nick, ¿qué te pasó? ¿Qué te pasó? Pero antes de nada voy a conectarme aquí al nodo. Para tener ya el mapa de esta zona. Y luego iremos al puente de conexión B y C. Socom Bullet. Anda, mira la Socom, como la de Shadow Moses. Vale. Pues esta no es, este no es
Jack,
el coronel.
it's me.
Vale.
Everything
Solo
okay,
bien.
Rose?
Don't you need to save the mission data?
Oh yeah. Thanks for the reminder.
Correcto, muchas gracias. Pues mira, voy a aprovechar que vamos a guardar y que llevo ya 33 minutitos bien bonitos para dejarlo aquí. Así que vaya todo muy bien, chavales. Un abrazo a todos. Adiós.